Most of the women are under the illusion that they are not even falling into the category of employee, because they may be ill-advised or under the misconception that they are temporary or ad hoc or not regular, so they cannot do this. So I clarified, the Act covers everything. Even a domestic servant is being covered. So that is how. It's almost the time. See, that is why also women are required in life, to keep you under balance. There's so much material that one can get carried away. I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry, because one can go on and on and on. But the time constraint is also to be respected. And trust me, it's not only ma'am who had sent me this chit. Most of my speeches, why do I carry my wife along with me? Because she's my balancing. She, in all the speeches, while we are reaching to the venue, she constantly keep on reminding me, warning me, don't go on and on, check yourself. And most of the time I do not look towards her, because then she'll make some gestures to stop. And trust me, with all these legal provisions of atrocities against women being in place, there's absolutely no law against the atrocities committed by women on men. So all the atrocities which I suffer, I have no avenue to go and complain. And that's the reason I said, मूछ मरोड़ने के दिन जब खत्म हुए तो मैंने मूछ मुड़ा दी. And I came to my place that I know law and I have to be under subdued situation. Anyway, we have almost covered, ma'am, everything into the Act, the constitutional provisions, the criminal provisions, the civil provisions, most of the highlighted judgments. After Vishakha, there were other judgments also, like apparel export promotion versus A.K. Chopra. That was also in 1999 by the Supreme Court, which endorsed Vishakha. And very recently, Medha Kotwal Lele's judgment in 2013, which has also been very vociferous for protection of women against sexual harassment. And as I said, judgments after judgments after judgments, the courts have been as a rock of support to women. So before I end, I want to tell you all that feel that strength, feel that power inside you which the law gives you, and never be subdued. Never tolerate any victimization in any form. Forget about the extent of sexual harassment. You need not to tolerate even an obscenity being committed in your presence, in your audience, in your visual. All this protects you from, because all this is covered under sexual harassment. So you need not to feel that for lodging a complaint or for objecting against sexual harassment, a touch is required. Even without a touch, there can be outraging of modesty. If somebody does obscene gestures, whistles, sing obscene songs, oogles, all this is objectionable and punishable. And I hope that the days will come that these implementations will also be strengthened. But trust me, by 166A, etc., which has been added to IPC, even policemen cannot dare to refuse to register your complaint. If they do so, you can quote that there is a provision and even he can be imprisoned. So trust me, the laws of India are very strong and totally in your favor, and India is governed by law, not by any authority, whether it's a policeman, it's a lawyer, it's a judge. And still, if you feel that you've been victimized, you can contact Mr. Chaturvedi anytime. That's all for today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions. Thank you so much.
It's like anybody now dare to do it.
That's so great. I'm so thankful.
Just one question that came to my mind.
Sure.
We're talking about section 10, where we can conduct a inquiry process.
Yes.
In that, does the woman have to bring any evidence or witnesses to prove that such a thing against the person that he
Has
was
happened.
indulging in such act? So does the woman need to get
Very good question. See, Section 10 is drafted in such a fashion. Maybe the situation must have been encountered or visioned before drafting that provision. Section 10 says that if the conciliation fails under Section 9 and the matter goes to inquiry at the Section 10, the inquiry can be conducted as per the procedure prescribed. Now please understand, what is the procedure prescribed by law is that the inquiry officer must have some power to issue summons, to take evidence or statement. So this inquiry officer and the ICC or LCC, Internal Complaints Committee, or the Local Complaint Committee, have been given the power of a civil court. All the powers of the Civil Procedure Code to issue summons, to mandate the production of evidence, or to produce whatever material you have, or to appear before the committee. The power of that inquiry committee is all the powers of CPC had been assigned. As far as the provisions of Indian Evidence Act is concerned, Section 10 nowhere prescribes that the ICC or the LCC shall insist upon the documentary or oral or material or visual or audio evidence before the committee. The word procedure prescribed opens the large horizon before this committee, because most of the cases, the possibility may be that the victim does not have any evidence. When you are being objectified for a crime, you may not be prepared to create evidence at that moment. Most of the persons who are subjected to a crime are either busy in defending themselves or protecting themselves. It's highly unlikely that the person who's victimized shall be creating evidence at that moment. So it's being understood and taken care of that the ICC shall look into the complaint as per the procedure prescribed. But to supplement this answer, as raised by ma'am for a question, the courts in India, time and again, as I said, that they put women in a very high esteem and very high pedestal. It has been held in Rupan Dev Bajaj versus KPS Gill, 1995 Supreme Court. A very landmark judgment, directly covering your question. The Supreme Court has held that the word of the woman is enough. unlike the whole criminal justice system, where the accused is presumed to be innocent till found guilty, here in crime against women, the women word shall be final, and once she lodges a complaint, it shall be presumed to be true. The accused is burdened to prove his innocence. I hope that suffices your question. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Yes, any other question? This lady wanted a question.
What was the section under which violent gestures, food, songs, word, whistle are all considered punishable offenses?
I gave you sections 354 of the IPC, 292, 292, 293, 294. That's against obscenity. And 509 against the outraging of the modesty of the women. And these are the provisions, mind you, 292, 293, 294 of the IPC, 354, then 354 ABCD, which is amended after 2013, and 509 are all crime against women short of rape. See, all these provisions do not cover rape. Rape is the most heinous crime under 375 and 376, and now 376A to E as well, added after 2013. But even short of rape, these provisions which I highlighted to your knowledge is that even these minor offenses are punishable, and the punishments are ranging from 1 year to 7 years. So feel that power. You need not to be afraid of any accused. The one who must be afraid must be the accused, who dares to cross the line and who dares to commit these crimes against women. Any other question? Yes.
So before this answer which you gave, you said that the word of the woman is considered as fine. And what if the woman is wrong and she's complaining wrong? She's lodging a wrong complaint.
Ah,
So because in case of rape or anything, the person is arrested first and then the statement and all is cross-checked and all that stuff. So what about the dignity of the man and then if the woman is not the wrong complaint?
no wonder. This question can come only from a man. पंडित जी परेशान हैं कि मेरा क्या होगा. Anyway, Pandit ji, I share your grievances. Being a man, I am also